Hi-yo, welcome back to Imagine Your Odyssey. I am Jason, and today we're going to talk about this door handle. The reason we're going to talk about the door handle is because I love this thing. Now, we're going to take it off for you today, and the reason I want to take it off is because I want to put the original one back on so that you can see the difference between the two. Also, later in the video, we're going to talk about an opportunity that is coming in a future video with a company called Bauer and how we're going to be working together, so stay tuned for that. So we're going to go ahead and get into taking this one off, and when we take it off, I'll put the old one back on, and I want to show you a few things that I like and dislike about the old one and the new one, and really why I do like this one. Like I said before, I really do like this one, and when I take it off and put the other one back on, you're going to hear the sound difference between the two and how they latch and how solid they are. The difference in the engineering between the two are completely different in how they're designed, and they were designed that way on a purpose. The reason is for this little latch mechanism here and how it connects to the inside of the door frame. You'll see here in a minute when we do the sound effects and all that stuff of how it sounds when you close and open the door and why that makes an important difference, as well as how the mechanisms of the door handles themselves work. Now, as we take this one off, you'll see here in just a minute where there'll be a hole in the door. The handles are the same size inside the pocket of the door. As you can see right here, there's a foam core. It's called a foam core door because of that. There's foam in the middle. That's what insulates the door. It keeps all the heat or the air conditioner inside of your RV that you want to keep in. So the hole right here is the same size for the two. That's key to remember. If you're going to buy something for your RV, make sure what you're taking out and what you're putting in will fit in the same place. A lot of you may have this same kind of latch system on the door of your RV. I'm not saying this is a bad latch system. It comes with just about all RVs, but the one that we're going to put back here in a minute that's made by Bauer is a better system. I'll explain all that in just a minute why. But we're going to go ahead and put this back on the door so that you can see the difference between the two. Now, as I go ahead and start putting the inside latch system back together, I want you to note when we do the sound part of it, the sound of the hasping system or the clasping system or whatever, the latch latching into the door frame itself when you close the door. There is a significant difference in the sound, and you can tell the quality build of the difference of the two. As I'm putting this back together, I want to remind you to stay till the end of the video. The reason for that is we're going to talk about an opportunity that's coming between Imagine Your Odyssey and Bauer, and what we're going to do with that in another video soon to come to you. So be sure that you hang out to the end of the video. Even though mine is a travel trailer, a lot of the fifth wheels or Class A's or C's or travel trailers like mine all have this same style, or at least the original equipment comes with something like that unless it's been upgraded by somebody. But nevertheless, if you pull the latch right here, this is what opens the door. Inside of it, this is the little mechanism that locks on the door frame. When you pull the door handle on the outside right here, just like that, it pulls this little plunger in. When it does, it releases it from the door frame and allows the door to open. When you pull this little flap right here, this also pulls in the plunger, which allows the door to open. This little red piece down here is the lock. So if you pull this open, it allows this little thing to come open, which is kind of like a deadbolt like you would have on your house, so that the door can't open no matter what. On the outside of the door handle, you have two keyholes, one right here and one right here. The reason for these is to be able to lock your door shut so nobody can get in. The first one on this side right here, this locks the handle right here from being able to open. There's a little tumbler in there. When it moves, the door, little latch right here can't open. So your door can't open, but it can still be forced. So if you lock this one here, that's the deadbolt key. When you lock the deadbolt, just like on your house, the door is a lot more secure than it was before. Now comes the really fun part, showing you what the door sounds like when it closes, because when we do the next one, it's going to sound completely different, I guarantee you. And you'll hear the quality build difference between the two. So we'll go ahead, get you up close so that you can see the door close and what it sounds like. All right, now that you've got to see a few of the closing of the door and what it sounded like and what it looked like, we'll move into taking this off and putting the other one back on, the Bauer version of it. When we do that, we'll also explain a little bit about how the Bauer system works and why the engineering behind it is a lot better. Now, I know there'll be a little distance in the video between what this one sounded like and what the Bauer one sounded like, but believe me, I'll put them side by side here in just a little bit for you. The way the door handle works that's made by Bauer is you reach your hand on the inside right here and you pull this little lever on the inside. It's right inside of here. When you pull on this, it's going to do the same thing as the other one when you pulled the latch. When you pull it, this plunger right here is going to close and open so that you can go ahead and open up the door. Right before we pulled on this, pulls this little latch out of the way, out of the door frame, and then you can open up the door just like you could on the other one. Also, just like the OEM or the original door handle, this one here, instead of pulling a latch, you actually pull this down. You pull this little handle down and that will move this plunger out of the way so that you can open up the door from the inside. Also, the deadbolt side of it is this little latch right here. When you turn this, the little deadbolt opens up and you can go ahead and lock your door from the inside or unlock it and pull the deadbolt out of the way. Just like the OEM door handle, you got 2 key slots right here. Each key slot does the same thing in sense as the other door handle does. When you lock this one right here, it keeps the little plunger style door handle from being able to be squeezed so that the door cannot open. For the deadbolt side, you also have a key slot right here to lock the deadbolt or unlock the deadbolt. After I show you a couple of instances of me closing and opening this door with this type of system, the one that's made by Bauer, I'll put a small clip of this one and the OEM side by side so that you can see and hear what the differences were like. All right, now you can see the differences in the two. You got to hear what it sounded like individually as we were putting it together, and you got to see what they sounded and looked like side by side. With that being done, I do prefer the Bauer system in itself. Now, I know you can't touch and feel it, and I can, but I guarantee you, I like this one a lot better. With that being said, I want to talk about a video that's getting ready to come out here in a few weeks that is with Bauer and myself with Imagine Your Odyssey. The video is about some products that they're going to be sending me. Now, I'm not going to give you all the details, but they're going to be sending me some stuff and we're going to work together on putting it on my RV and talk about why it's really important to you guys and how it can benefit you. And there may be a little something in there for you as well. We'll see when that one comes out. All right, so I'm going ahead and wrap it up here. So if you haven't given it a thumbs up already, please do so. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and smash that button right now. And I hope you enjoyed the video about the different types of door handles that we have installed today. Also, I'd like to say one last thing. Enjoy your RV, enjoy your door handles, and God bless.